Hello, everybody, and welcome to Carolina for this exhibition game between the Minnesota Wild and the Carolina Hurricanes. Francis gets to the circle to face off against Dowd.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Clement, and we're just about set to go.
I'm Jim Houston to call the game for you, so let's get started. Wesley comes in offside. Thrown away by Halko. Nielsen with a breakaway.
Well, there's one thing I know about these two teams. They both want the W. This should be fast, hard-hitting hockey.
Stoned by Urbe. Fires! Hernandez stones him cold. Herbers carries the puck out of his own zone. Carolina makes a line change. Shot by Karpa. Herbers to Krivo-Krasov. Krivo-Krasov with the puck. Urbe, big glove save. He plays the puck to Karpa. For the howitzer, pushed aside by Urbe. Hendrickson coughed the puck up. Stapled.
Oh, man, when he's on the ice, you better know where he is if you don't want to get your bones rattled.
Penalty call for slashing.
Carolina penalty to number 92, Jeff O'Neill. 2 minutes for slashing.
To Francis. Bombardier, one-timer. Intercepted by Wesley. Here in the first period, we're tied 0-0. Stoned cold by Fernandez. Rubbed off the puck.
Oh, what a hit. Hey, if you don't want to end up horizontal, you better keep your head vertical.
Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Urbe kicks it away. Wesley moves it out of his own zone. Fernandez makes the save. Lecision skates ahead. Lecision from the left. Minnesota needs to get a fresh line out there. To Kapanen, level.
Oh, what a hit. They'll be talking about this one for years.
Denied by Urbe. Krivo-Krasov. Carolina has managed to get momentum on their side, and that's attributable to them out-hitting their opponents. Turned aside. Offside against Carolina. Here in the first period, we're scoreless. Bumped off the puck.
You gotta love the game this guy plays. He hits hard and he hits often.
Offside, Minnesota. Daniel quickly moves it.
Well, I'll bet you he has no idea where he is right now. What a thunderous hit.
Pushed aside. O'Donnell touches up for icing. To Laxonen. Muscled off the puck. Delayed penalty coming up. Offside against Carolina. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Door slammed shut by Fernandez. Cleared away. Wesley has the puck. Shot by Brindamore. Fernandez shut the door. O'Donnell will serve time for cross-checking.
Minnesota penalty to number 2, Sean O'Donnell. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Off the post. Quick shot, pushed away. Daniel cleared it out. Kapanen has it. The Hurricanes come in offside. We're tied, 0-0. Stick save. Carolina leaves this line out for a long shift. O'Neill beats out the icing call. Zhelinov one-times it. Minnesota needs to get a fresh line out there. To Wesley. Sizzling shot. Great glove save by Fernandez. Minnesota has killed the penalty as their player steps back onto the ice. To Wesley. Carolina badly needs to get another line out on the ice. Fernandez turns it away. Minnesota has killed the penalty as their player steps back onto the ice. Carolina leaves this line out for a long shift. O'Neill gets undressed by Matt. Shoved. It's one-on-one. The puck is coughed up by Matt. Carolina makes a line change. Given up by Zhelinov. We're tied 0-0. Dowd dumps it in. Shoots! Turned away. Uh-oh, they're gonna go. Which is too bad because the fans obviously hate this kind of stuff. Minnesota got the desired effect from the fight. Winning it has shifted momentum to their side. Shoved. It's turned over by Patera. Westland carries it into the offensive zone, but the door is closed by Fernandez. He rings one off the post. He scores off the iron.
Well, he made a gutsy effort on this play, but he never had a chance.
Minnesota goal scored by number 7, Pavel Patera, assisted by number 25, Sergei Krivokrasov.
Fernandez turns it away. Fernandez breezes the puck. Pushed. Shot by O'Neill. Hendrickson turns the puck over. The Wild 1, the Hurricanes 0. Knocked him off the puck. Ozelinch gets turned into a pile-on by Bombardier. Bombardier dumps it. Westland from the right. Minnesota needs to get a fresh line out there. He gives the puck away. Pushed off the puck. The Wild go offside. Shoved. Carolina makes a line change. Turned aside. Fernandez hangs on for the whistle. Minnesota has a tired line out on the ice right now. Stoned by Fernandez. Minnesota is looking for another goal right now. Malik, hard shot. The ref indicates a delayed call against Krasov. Fernandez snags it. Krasov will get the gate for hooking.
Minnesota penalty to number 25, Sergei Krasov. 2 minutes for hooking.
Kapanen, Battaglia scores on the power play. Krasov steps back onto the ice. With that goal, it's now tied 1-1.
Bam, they're right back in this one. You know, if they keep the momentum on their side, it's going to be real interesting to see how this period plays itself out.
Carolina goal scored on the power play by number 13, Bates Battaglia, assisted by number 24, Sami Kapanen.
Here in the first period, we're tied 1-1. Pushed aside. Carolina makes a line change. Fernandez, stick save to Matt. Minnesota makes a line change. Dowd grabs the puck. Zelenov quickly moves it. Pushed aside. Carolina leaves this line out for a long shift. Zelenov turned into a pylon by Dowd. Fernandez shuts the door. Minnesota badly needs to get another line out on the ice. Fernandez, great save. Matt around Wesley. Matt moves ahead, shoots it. The door is shut by Urbe to Brindamore. Carolina makes a line change, denied by Fernandez. Short pass to Matt. He has it. Flattened. Malik controls the puck. Here in the first period, we're tied 1-1. Stick save. Kerber's got around Malik. Fernandez covers up for the whistle. Daniels drops in front. Rubbed off the puck. Pushed away. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Westland gets turned inside out by Gavey. Nielsen steals it. Urbe stones him. Minnesota needs to be making a line change soon. Picked off. To O'Donnell. Minnesota steals the pass. O'Neill has it. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Picked off by Fernandez. Gavey moves ahead. It's tied 1-1. Minnesota needs to get a fresh line out there. Rogers skates ahead. Offside, Minnesota. Minnesota needs to get a fresh line out there.
Last minute of play in the first period.
To Ozelinch. Urbe covers up. Wesley, short pass. Minnesota badly needs to get another line out on the ice. Hernandez gets the blocker on it. He gets the puck to Herbers. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Ozelinch moves the puck. And that's the end of the first period.
Fans are reminded that there is a wide selection of quality NHL memorabilia available at the souvenir shop on level 2.
Great to have you back with us. We're just about ready to get the second period of action underway.
And Jim, if this period is half as good as the first, we are in for some great hockey.
The ref looks ready to get underway. Fernandez gets the stick on it. Tanabe, short pass. Francis carries the puck. Fires it from the left, turned away. Fires it, pushed aside by Urbe. Carolina makes a line change. Wesley gets turned around by Matt. Minnesota needs to be making a line change soon. Urbe gets his blocker on it. Bumped off the puck. Willis fires it to Laxonen. He got past Wesley. Brindamore skates across. Shoots it, turned aside. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Minnesota makes a line change. Shot by Tanabe. Fernandez shuts the door. And he covers up. Francis gets to the circle to face off with Dowd. Fernandez stones him cold. Daniel carries it. Fires from the left. Grabbed. Urbe moves the puck to Tanabe. Battaglia shoots. Pushed away. Delayed call and the goalie leaves the net. Stick save by Fernandez. Penalty called for cross-checking.
Minnesota penalty to number 2, Sean O'Donnell. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Backhanded by Malik. Door slammed shut by Fernandez. Penalty called. Francis is going off for slashing.
Carolina penalty to number 21, Ron Francis. 2 minutes for slashing.
Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Tanabe moves across. Fired it hard. Battaglia is turned inside out by Dowd. Herbers gets called for cross-checking.
Minnesota penalty to number 56, Ian Herbers. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
They get into position for the face-off. It's tied 1-1. Bombardier cleared it down the ice. Kapanen grips it, turned. He scores! It just crossed the line, but it counts. O'Donnell leaves the penalty box.
Carolina goal scored on the power play by number 24, Sami Kapanen. The goal was unassisted.
Hard shot by Janina. Fernandez turns it away. Laxonen carries the puck out of his own zone. It's 1-on-1. Fernandez snags it. He freezes the puck. Fernandez, short pass. Minnesota makes a line change. Tanabe quickly passes. Daniels with the puck. He hits the post.
That's the sound of the goalie's old pal, the goal post.
Muscled off the puck. Minnesota has killed the penalty as their player steps back onto the ice. Turned away by Urbe. Carolina makes a line change. Pushed aside by Fernandez. Offside against Carolina. Carolina 2, Minnesota 1. The Hurricanes come in offside. Carolina makes a line change. Laid out. Herbers sneaked around Brindamore. Ahead to the plant. shoots it. Stoned by Urbe. Gives it to Zhenina. Brindamore carries the puck. Fernandez makes the save. Willis intercepts the pass. To Roost. Fires! The score's even right now, but the next goal could mean a huge momentum swing.
Minnesota goal, scored by number 5, Steve McKenna, assisted by number 23, Stacy Roos, and by number 21, Darryl LaPlante.
Snag! O'Neill from the right. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Hendrickson picks it off. Daniel danced around Ritchie. Carolina wins the race and beats out the icing call. McCarthy picked out of the air by Fernandez to Daniel. We're tied 2-2. Carolina leaves this line out for a long shift. McCarthy shoots. Fernandez, fast glove. He hangs on to the puck. Lecision, short pass. Minnesota leaves this line out for a long shift. Battaglia breaks away. Fernandez shuts the door. Fernandez breezes the puck. Knocked him off the puck. Minnesota makes a line change. Hulko gets it. Minnesota needs to get a fresh line out there. Denied by Fernandez. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. One times it. Stick save. Minnesota makes a line change. Hendrickson dumps the puck in. Daniels grabbed it. Here in the second period, it's tied 2-2. Grab. Fernandez moves it to Herbers. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Herbers scores! It trickled in! With that goal, Minnesota now leads 3-2.
And now if they can just get one more goal, it's going to give them the opportunity to play a real tight defensive game.
Minnesota goal, scored by number 56, Ian Herbers, assisted by number 17, Christian Mate, and by number 57, Antti Laaksonen.
Minnesota just got the go-ahead goal, and that has to deflate their opponents emotionally. Huge momentum swing in their favor. Well, it's tough to lose a teammate to injury, and in this case, you can feel momentum sliding away from them. Brindamore is going to the box for roughing.
Carolina penalty to number 27, Rod Brindamore. 2 minutes for roughing.
Carolina makes a line change. Ozelich from the left. Carolina leaves this line out for a long shift. Picked out of the air. Kapanen carries it. He's away. The door is shut by Fernandez. Odgers with the puck. Odgers from the right. Big glove save by Urbe. Minnesota has a tired line out on the ice right now. O'Neill gets deep by Daniel. Shoved. One-timer by Matt. Carolina has killed the penalty as their player steps back onto the ice. Stoned cold by Urbe. by Francis, turned away by Fernandez. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. O'Donnell ripped it. Matt from the left, but the door is closed by Ube. Here in the second period, Minnesota leads by 1 goal. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Willis goes offside and the play is stopped. Jelinov quickly moves it. Carolina makes a line change. DeMatt. Jelinov turned inside out by LaPlante. Carolina leaves this line out for a long shift. Across to Daniels. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. To Daniels. Carolina makes a line change. Hernandez denies him. Plays the puck to Daniel. In all alone. Krivokrasov rings one off the post. McCarthy moves it out of his own zone. Kicked away. Hernandez gives it to O'Donnell. The Wild lead by 1 goal. Taken out. Carolina needs to get a fresh line up here. Minnesota makes a line change. Deeks. Carolina makes a line change. Picked off. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Nielsen dipsy doodles past Ritchie. Shoots hard, turned away by Ube. Westland gets pushed off the puck. To Daniels. Carolina makes a line change. Daniels dumps it. Minnesota needs to be making a line change soon. Nielsen got around to Nabi. Stoned by Ube. Carolina needs to get a fresh line out there. Westland fires it. Kicked out. Bombardier has it.
Last minute of play in the second period.
To Nielsen. McCarthy dipsy doodles around Gavey. Malik comes in offside. Carolina makes a line change. Drop. Icing is called against Carolina. To Westland. And that brings to an end the second period of play.
Fans, on the way home from the game tonight, don't forget to tune into the post-game show for post-game analysis and interviews with your favorite players.
Welcome back for the third period of play. Bill Ron Francis joined some pretty elite company in November '99.
No kidding, Jim. He joined 5 other players as the only guys to ever amass 1,500 points in their careers.
Offside. Mowed down. There's going to be a penalty. Halko is going off for cross-checking.
Carolina penalty to number 14, Steve Halko. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Drop. Hard shot. Hernandez gets his blocker on it. Fernandez covers up for the whistle. Odgers has the puck. Door slammed shut by Ube. to Kapanen. Fernandez hangs on for the whistle. One-timer by Dowd. Big glove save by Urbe. Brindamore picks up the puck from Urbe. Brindamore from the left, turned aside by Fernandez to Dowd. Minnesota needs to be making a line change soon. Carolina has killed the penalty as their player steps back onto the ice. Minnesota 3, Carolina 2. Fernandez covers up. Laxinen puts the move on Willis. Shoots the puck. Hits the post. Jelena whips it ahead. The ref indicates a delayed penalty call. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Jelena from the right. Stick save. Laxinen gets called for cross-checking.
Minnesota penalty to number 57, Antti Laxinen. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Both teams put fresh lines out on the ice. Cleared to safety by Hendrickson. Shot by Ozelich. The door is shut by Fernandez. Lecision is in all alone. Pushed aside. Shoots it. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Kapanen. Fernandez with a stick save. The Wild lead by 1 goal. Pushed aside by Fernandez. Minnesota needs to be making a line change soon. Ozelich gives it away. He scores! That's a power play goal. Laxinen comes back onto the ice. With that goal, it's now tied 3-3.
Well, Jim, that goal, with so little time left, might just spell overtime.
Carolina goal scored on the power play by number 5, Merrick Malley. The goal was unassisted.
Carolina makes a line change. Gavey in the clear, turned aside. Carolina makes a line change. Minnesota needs to be making a line change soon. Urbe turns the shot aside. Pushed off the puck. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Ritchie moves ahead. Pushed away. Gavey is going to the box for hooking.
Minnesota penalty to number 44, Aaron Gavey. 2 minutes for hooking.
Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. It's off the post. Jelena now with the puck. Sizzles one. Stoned cold by Fernandez. Tanabe gets the puck from Urbe. Jelena from the left, turned aside. Carolina leaves this line out for a long shift. To Patera. Battaglia has the puck. Shoots it hard. Fernandez denies him. Cleared down the ice by Patera. Here in the third period, we're tied 3-3. Snared by Fernandez. Cleared by Dowd. Gavey comes onto the ice as his penalty expires. Shoved. Daniel skates back. He sneaked around Kapanen. Carolina makes a line change. Leveled. Turned over in the neutral zone. Kapanen from the right. LaPlante moves it. McKenna sneaks past Karpa. Stick save. A penalty has been called. McKenna gets a major for spearing.
Minnesota penalty to number 5, Steve McKenna, a 5-minute major for spearing.
Brindamore gets to the circle to face off against Henriksen. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. O'Neill skates ahead. Brindamore shoots it, turned away. Minnesota makes a line change. Cleared. Minnesota leaves this line out for a long shift. We have a penalty called. Penalty called for cross-checking.
Carolina penalty to number 92, Jeff O'Neill. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
They line up for the face-off. Daniels is turned around by Herbers. Nielsen moved it. Minnesota makes a line change. Rubbed off the puck. We have a penalty called. Wesley is going off for cross-checking.
Carolina penalty to number 2, Glenn Wesley. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Minnesota leaves this line out for a long shift. Door slammed shut by Urbe. Carolina makes a line change. One-timer by Francis. Fernandez shuts the door. Here in the third period, it's tied. 3-all. Hendrickson from the slot. Stick save. Hendrickson intercepts it. Carolina needs to get a fresh line out there. Picked out of the air. Carolina makes a line change. Hernandez, stick save. Krivo-Krasov, snagged by Urbe. He plays the puck to Ozolinsh. O'Neill, the power play fails to score. Fernandez turns it aside. He gets the puck to Lecision. Minnesota makes a line change. Carolina needs to be making a line change soon. Minnesota makes a line change. Cleared out by Herbers. Brindamore quickly moves it. Rips it. But the door is closed by Fernandez. Delayed call and the goalie leaves the net. Wesley will serve time for hooking.
Carolina penalty to number 2, Glenn Wesley. 2 minutes for hooking.
Here in the third period, we're tied. 3-all. It's turned over by Tanabe. Halko turned inside out by Bombardier. Chipped ahead to the neutral zone. Karpa goes offside and the play is stopped. Brindamore gets undressed by Bombardier. Cleared to safety. Tanabe moves ahead. Dowd steps back onto the ice. Urbe gets the puck to Ozolinsh. Ozolinsh has it. The Hurricanes go offside. Carolina makes a line change. Dowd with the puck. Bumped off the puck. Carolina leaves this line out for a long shift. Muscled off the puck. Cranks it. Laxonen now with it. Zhelinov, wrist shot, turned away. To O'Donnell. Here in the third period, it's tied. 3-3. Zhelinov fires it. Brindamore from the right. Lecision leaves the penalty box. Denied by Fernandez. Carolina makes a line change. Daniel chips it ahead. Ozelich gets pushed. Laxonen scores! Great goal! With that goal, Carolina now trails 4-3.
Well, right now, Jim, they really have to play with a sense of urgency. Their biggest enemy, time.
Minnesota goal, scored by number 57, Antti Laxonen, assisted by number 34, Jim Dowd, and by number 2, Sean O'Donnell.
Gavey dumps it in. Krasov moves the puck. Carolina will be right back into this game if they can get the next one. The Wild 4, the Hurricanes 3. Coughed up by Wesley.
Last minute of play in the third period.
To Hendrickson. Carolina leaves this line out for a long shift. Rifles it, pushed aside. Delayed call against Westland. Great glove save. Westland is going off for cross-checking.
Carolina penalty to number 16, Tommy Westland. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Given up by Odgers to O'Neill. Time runs out. This one is over. The Hurricanes have been defeated by Minnesota.